Welcome to the Après Business podcast, the show that celebrates the grit, grind, and passion it takes to build extraordinary outdoor brands. Your host, Rebecca Babix, brings you straight into the stories of marketers and industry insiders who are shaping the outdoor world. Let's jump into today's episode.
Last time we talked, you talked about that you have potentially an exciting launch coming up where you're adding more products, which I think, something that we talk to our customers about at Fall Line Digital is like no great business was built on one-time customers. Is like you've got to get people coming back and buying again. Same goes for my agency world is like if I have a client who buys once and then they never come back and buy again, that's not going to really help my business, right? And same for e-commerce businesses or direct-to-consumer businesses is like that repeat customers gold. So I'm super curious. We talked about kind of that head-to-toe outdoor kit and also like what you were talking about where you didn't want to look like that super typical mountain person. So curious to hear about this new line and how you're envisioning this and what's next for you guys.
So I've been working with, like I said, building my amazing team, and these people that I'm getting introduced to that are introductions through mentors I have come from like Spider, Columbia, Sims, they've worked with Nike, they've worked with kind of everyone in the outdoor athleisure realm. And so what one of them brought up to me the other day, which was a revelation in how we can differentiate ourselves as a brand, is we started with bottoms. Not a lot of people do that. Levi's did it. Lululemon did it. Cool has done it. But most companies don't, because it's really hard to dial in and nail the fit, especially for women, because our bodies are all so different. But we've done it. Like we've created two products that fit pretty well, and like all shapes and sizes. They stretch where they need to stretch and they hug where they need to hug. And what my first goal is to totally dial in the two products we have, because I have some things I still want to perfect with them. And that includes changing some materials, really focusing on what makes them special, maybe some trims and interesting features like pockets, and just dialing them in and making sure that the use case and the functionality and performance are perfected. So that's the starting point, but then expanding our line of pants. So different lengths, a couple different types of pants and different materials that kind of are staples throughout the year. So I'm really excited to just like dial in and be known for awesome fitting bottoms. And Drake, what is the Drake song? Started from the bottom, now we're here. So that's what we're doing. And then I really want to go up from there on the top. And I have some visions for some really basic wool tops that are just like the perfect everyday fit. I personally love modern, slightly cropped fits or oversized, more men's style fits, but to accommodate a woman's body. So that's going to be something I incorporate into what we're doing. And I love juxtapositions between, tight to the body and baggy. So tight on top, baggy on bottom, baggy on top, tighter on the bottom. So I'm really excited to play with some different materials and some different silhouettes that are more streetwear inspired, and also from like the world of affordable luxury that are some of my favorite pieces from those brands. And then we have a really cool parka that's a down parka that has been a prototype for several years that I really want to perfect, and hopefully it might come out with the collection, but that might also come later. But basically it's like my whole winter lifestyle is skiing, and that's kind of the baseline for everything I do. And then summer revolves around biking, traveling, surf trips in mud season, going to the beach. So what are the pieces that cross over? And if it's insulated in the winter, maybe we use that same silhouette and it's the summer version. So that's a little glimpse into what we're thinking and working towards for a fall winter 26 relaunch.
I love it. I love it. It's so exciting. And so you said you went to CU Boulder, go Buffs. I didn't go.
Yeah,
woo! And I know that you mentioned that you're working with them on a sustainability plan. And I'd love to hear more about that from your personal perspective, everything from what are the things that you're thinking about? What do you think is wrong with the outdoor industry? I feel like greenwashing is it's prevalent everywhere, but everyone wants to be sustainable, but then when it comes down to it, I think it's a lot harder, and it's also even harder, right? Because some of what makes products sustainable can erode profit margins. So you're thinking about this. You're working with the team at CU Boulder, and tell me all about that.
Okay, first I want to shout out to Robin Hall. She is amazing, a friend of mine. And she talked about this on the podcast with you about how there's choices you have to make around quality. And the first thing about sustainability is if you're making something that's high quality, it's generally more sustainable because it's not going to be discarded. So that's similar for us. We're not going to reinvent the wheel with some biodegradable zipper when YKK does the best, most durable zippers. So that's number one. Number two, CU Boulder. It's so cool to be an alum and then be invited back to work with them. So I've been working with the Masters of the Environment program, which is the master's program in the Environmental Studies School. And I started with them 2 years ago and was able to become a capstone partner so that the students got to work with a real life company. They choose somewhere around 30 companies each year to work with. So 2 years ago, I got a team of really amazing students who are still now friends of mine. And one of them is a rep for Head Skis. So we get to see each other at events and it's super fun. And they helped me develop our sustainability roadmap, which has really become like a big kind of like Bible for the business that can just be iterated on as things change and as we check off, things on our roadmap. But it's really guided us and helped us shape our values and understand like what we should be thinking about as we grow. So there's a lot more to that. But this capstone that we're doing right now with a new team of master's students is to define our circularity program, and it builds off of the sustainability roadmap. So these are just internal things that the company now has as a foundation that we can continue to iterate on. And then we can create customer facing things based on, what our baseline is. So one of the things I'm most excited about is they've helped me create guidelines and understand how you can design with circularity and end of life in mind. So we got to, we've been talking to a lot of other brands and companies, and we got to go tour the Tersis facility in Denver, which basically like repairs a bunch of gear from the biggest brands around the country, and then they resell them, get them back, keep them out of the landfill. But what I'm excited to do with the two pieces we already have and then the new products we're going to develop is actually think about what's the end of life. Can these be recycled or upcycled or repaired easily? And that's how we're going to start our design process. So that's something I'm super excited about. And then, of course, a gear repair and resale program is part of that plan as well. So we're going to be wrapping up the project in October, but it continues on because it'll be something we continue to learn about and build off of.
Definitely check out Gear Trade. So they are an amazing, I like to call them like an online thrift store for mountain gear where you can buy and sell uh, outdoor gear. And they have an amazing program for brands who are looking to extend the life of their gear. So definitely going to connect you. And any other brands that are listening, go check out Gear Trade. Um, and so I love that. I mean, I think it's so important. And I think, in this day and age, if you're working in outdoors and you're building a brand from scratch, it's like you have like you're not like how can you look at yourself in the mirror every day and like build a brand if you're not thinking about sustainability and
Totally.
marketing to outdoors people, right? Like that's how I think about it.
Yeah, and the greenwashing's real. The coolest thing has been that these students are really academic and research based. So they're looking at other brands and being like, that's a bunch of BS. They can cut through the noise really quick and kind of just filter things out for me and say, here's our recommendation, what you should emulate and what you should just not even worry about because that is jargon for the sake of jargon or marketing or whatever. And it's not actually helpful for circularity and sustainability that customers are looking for. But arguably the most sustainable product is my mom's original fleece shorts from the 80s that she still has that have not disintegrated.
It's amazing. It's
So we can
amazing.
replicate that. We're in business.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? It's like, yeah, thinking about the skis that both of my daughters have started skiing on and how many families have passed through these just tiny little junior skis with super old bindings and nobody cares because if you can get a 1 or 2 year old on skis, that's a win. Doesn't matter what their skis look like. So
So cool.
anyway, I'm like, yeah, durable products for the win. And then
Yeah.
not being yeah, buy good. We talked about this on the Outer Shell podcast. Amazing brand, handmade in San Francisco, bike bags, and buy less, buy better, and keep it forever. So
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
that's yeah. Um, okay, so at Fall Line, one of the biggest levers that we see, especially for smaller brands, is owning your brand story through content. You might not be able to outspend other businesses who are competitors, but you can outstory them, is what I like to say. And so tell me, how are you balling on a small marketing budget right now? What are some of the things that you've been able to do that have worked, get your brand and your story out there?
Oh my gosh. Well, that is the hardest thing. I have spent so much money for photo shoots, and I then have spent no money because I have run out of budget. So the latter is what has been going on lately in our lull, but I'm really excited because I'm planning on some fresh content for this fall. And I'm contacting some people about that to kind of give us a little fresh perspective and just have more fun with it while we get ready to launch a new collection. Because right now it's the same two products that we've had for the last 3 seasons. And personally, I'm tired of
Do you know what story I think you really need to tell? I think you need to I think you need to own that if your butt is warm, you have a good day no matter what. Like it's the
them.
one thing that can ruin your day. Like whether you're like I don't know. You could look up stats, but like 90% of your body heat, I know it leaves through your head, but like your butt's a big one too. If your butt is
Yeah,
cold when you're skiing, when you're outdoors, when
you're
you're
out of
doing,
there.
you're out, you're done.
And also, we keep couples together because if you're in a couple situation, most likely either two women or a heterosexual couple where there's one woman. If there's a woman involved and that woman is not comfortable or she's cold or she doesn't like the way her butt looks or feels, she's out of there. And then it might affect your relationship. So we're keeping people in happier relationships longer, whether you like it or not. And yeah, back to like I'm tired of the products. I'm not tired. I love our products. I wear them every day, but I'm I'm just tired of marketing the same thing and I'm so excited for a fresh perspective. So what I decided I want to do is just like let people have fun with the content this fall since we're getting ready for some new exciting stuff. So I'm like doesn't matter. Just like go out, have fun with your camera and send me the pictures. Like make them cool and vintagey and grainy and weird and about the butt, like just show off your butt, be topless. I don't care. Whatever. So that's what we're gonna do. And that makes me excited again and re-energized. And we're on our way to the more fun side of the business, which is touching and feeling new product and getting excited about that. But the other thing is just when I hear a customer, like, yes, we're a tiny brand. I had about 10 retail partners last year that were specialty and independent scattered across mostly the west side of the country. And that helped a lot. But I had people come up to me at events and say, I bought my joggers from this retailer and now I'm coming back to buy another pair because I love them so much. Or I bought the shorts or my husband bought me the shorts. I wear them running every day and now I want the joggers and they're my favorite. So it's like if we can figure out how to crack that code and scale that experience, like we've got a great opportunity ahead of us. I'm really excited.
Well, yeah, and I think you're super on to something with really focusing on that fit. For me as a female, as an athlete, as somebody who does all the sports and all the things and super picky about my gear and is incredibly loyal. If I find something that fits me right, I'm going to go back and buy that from that brand again and again and again. If I don't, if I had like one bad experience where the shirt is just a little baggy under the arms or like I won't give them another chance. So, I think like what you said where you're focusing so much on that product fit, especially to appeal to like different. It's so hard. We all have different, like you said, a medium could be a size 8. It could look totally different on two different body types, right? And so I love that you're focusing on that, and I think that that's how you win the female customers' heart is just nail the fit, guys. It's like we notice when things are off. If a pocket's weird or something's baggy where it shouldn't, like
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'm super excited because I think for coming out of the gate without, with a great team helping us, people who are experts, we're going to do an even better job with the next iteration and continue to refine. And then sometimes, to get the right fit, you're not using the best materials for the performance that you want. So it's this like combo of how do I get the stretch that I really want? Or do I just make it a looser thing so I don't have 4-way stretch, so I don't use a material that's going to pill as easy? Like it's just constantly deciding what takes the primary spot in your priorities. But yeah, fit is for sure what we're focused on, and performance and style and feeling your best.
As you've experienced, you're kind of at this crossroads right now where you have an amazing product, you've put a lot into this. You have these repeat customers who are raving about your products. You have so far two products. And what I always tell founders that I work with is running a brand is a constant mix of win and challenges, right? So you have to celebrate the progress because the work never stops.
Mm-hmm.
And so for you, what keeps you going on those hard days?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, it's been a hard day for like a year. And lately what's been keeping me really excited is that I have some amazing mentors who are like a phone call or a text message away. They've been giving me a lot of help kind of getting reoriented on getting going again with the brand after a difficult year of personal life stuff that I had to get through. Um, and then this team of people that I'm talking to and assembling, like one of them gave me this presentation the other day and just blew me out of the water. And I haven't even paid him any money yet, but he saw my vision and he's excited about it and he believes in it. And it gave me a fresh perspective on where I'm going and what I'm doing. And he was so spot on and like brought out things in me that I wasn't even able to express about the product line that I want to create and how to actually make money off of it so that we can start really tight with it and then expand it out as we have success. So that has been super energizing and giving me a lot of life around the brand. And then getting excited about content and taking it less seriously. I'm like, let's just have fun for 4 months. And then we're going to come up with an entirely new strategy with a relaunch with some fresh product, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm not going to be doing it myself. So the recognition of I've decided to not do this myself anymore, even though right now I don't know where the money's coming from. I'm getting ready to raise the seed round, but to just declare that I'm no longer going to be bootstrapping or a one-woman show feels really powerful because it takes the burden off of me trying to be good at stuff that I'm just not ever going to be that great at because there's not enough time in the day.
Yeah.
So the excitement of working with people who are so good at those pieces of the business that are what am I trying to say? Necessary to our success gives me the energy I need to keep going.
I love it. You got this.
Thank
I
you.
know you do. I know you do.
Well, and the other women too, like, Robin and our friend Emma all over, Anna at Hoo Ha, Sarah at Raw and Rebellious. There's all these other female founders doing it, and we're cheering each other on and we're helping each other and encouraging each other. And it's like, all right, I am so lucky to have this and get to work and be part of this every day.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so we're gonna have a fun part of the podcast. We're gonna do some rapid fire questions, and then we are going to wrap up with your après moment. Rapid fire. Skiing powder or spring corn?
Oh, powder, but I love ripping some groomers.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Top three favorite sports.
I don't like sports except the ones I'm doing.
Well, you said skiing.
I like skiing, backpacking,
Skiing is a sport.
hiking, yoga, and fly fishing after I've hiked or
That's
biked.
4.
Oh, mountain biking. No,
That's
skiing and
5.
mountain biking are number 2. Okay.
That's 5. See, you do like sports.
I don't like watching other people do.
I wish I have activities. Top 3 favorite activities.
Yeah. Eating.
Hobbies? Eating.
Oh, hobbies. Yoga, cooking, and hanging out with my dogs.
Okay. Dream brand to collab with.
Oh my God. Well, I want to collab with Ripton because we're both all about that
Oh
butt.
my God. I gosh. Okay.
You got your Riptons
I
on?
got my Riptons on. I'm on a standing desk, so I had to.
Come on, Elliot, let's go.
Yeah, I've got my Riptons on. That was
Yeah, that's awesome. I have a pretty good little list going too. I'm like, ooh, I want to do, I want to collab with Gibberish as well.
Ooh.
Come on, Dave, let's go.
I love
He's
that.
also a friend of mine that I've met through this whole journey, and he's awesome. And those 2 brands kind of started with men's, I would say, especially Gibberish. So those would be really fun brands to collab with. They're super fun loving and out there, and I love them.
Best post-adventure meal.
Oh my
Favorite,
God. I
favorite.
used to be a huge burrito, but I'm gluten-free, egg-free, dairy-free, so it's gotten less fun, but I can still crush anything at outer range because they're so friendly to all the restrictions. So like a big rice bowl or something.
Okay. Mountain sunrise or alpine sunset?
Alpine sunset.
All right, all right. I'm a dawn patrol. I'm like, let's get
I
up.
hate
Let's
getting
get
up for the
early.
dawn patrol, but when I'm up there at the top after skinning, I'm like, oh yeah, this was great. And then I need a nap.
Yeah, I get that. I'm like shot for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. Bucket list adventure.
Oh, mountain biking in Italy in the Dolomites and staying
Mm.
at a villa in the beach so that I have best of both worlds.
Oh my God.
Either spring or next fall.
All the gelato, all the pizza. Yeah.
Hopefully it's Europe so I can eat everything.
Okay, cool. Well, this is the Après Business Podcast. We end every podcast with your Après moment. And that is just me asking you, looking back, reflecting, what are you most proud of?
Oh my gosh. Well, this is a big one. I'm gonna cry if I do this one, but this
Do it.
last year has been so hard and I got back on my feet and building a life that I love.
I love it. Aw, now you make me cry.
I know.
This
But
is real. This is real. This is happening. Aw.
I would just say to anyone listening, it's never too late to give up or to, move towards something that brings you more freedom and more happiness. And once you make that decision, it might be the hardest time of your life, but you can get to the other side of it. And it's just like the whole world opens up for you. And that's what's happening right now.
Wow. Well, that was really special. Thank you, Kelly, so much for being on the show. Plug your socials, plug your website. One last hero pitch to the audience. If you want to throw in a discount code or anything like that, I'm sure people would be thrilled to support you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having me. This is awesome. And thanks for letting me cry. I'm a very transparent and emotional person, but you can find us on Instagram, Buttnski, Buttnski. And if you are doing anything fun outside, tag us. And then our website is buttnski.com. And if you use the code PRO30, you'll get 30% off. That's our pro deal. So we're out of a lot of stuff. So get your hands on it now because that's all there's going to be this season until we relaunch. But tell your friends, that's the best way for us to help, to grow and continue to be able to do this thing. And we'll be posting some fresh content soon and we'll see you at some events this fall and winter.
Love it. Love it. Ah, perfect. Thank you so much, Kelly. All right, guys, go check them out. Thanks for listening. And thank you so much for being on.